All right, another kTip for you from Cac Varley. This one's going to be just a little more technical. This one involves websites. So why is an SSL certificate important for your website? Well, let's first start with what is an SSL certificate. I want to explain this in the simplest way possible. It's a certificate that you buy that essentially makes your website secure. So I want you to look at maybe your website or any website that you're on right now and take a look at the top left where the HTTP is. So you'll see a website URL that starts with HTTP : / and then the website domain. That was the old way of doing it. What you should see now as you look at that is HTTPS. And that is the SSL certificate making your website secure. Now let's get into why that's important. If you're doing any business online, particularly if you're ingesting any kind of personal information. So let's take an example. You're an e-commerce business and you are selling products online, which means that you're accepting payment via credit card and personal information. You absolutely 100% need an SSL certificate. This certificate secures your website so that private information doesn't get hacked and in the hands of somebody else. I'm sure you've heard in the news or read in the news in the past about how a company had gotten hacked and they had gotten social security numbers and credit card numbers and such like that. Now, I'm not saying that that hack was definitely from a website, but it's the same type of thing that can happen on a website if you don't have an SSL certificate. So when you go on the top left of your browser, you're always looking for the HTTPS, right? And you'll see a green lock there. That means that website is secure. You don't ever, as a consumer, a buyer, want to buy from a website that doesn't have that HTTPS. And in fact, Google has made it such that if it is an HTTP only, it will deliberately say, not secure. So if it says not secure, don't buy from that place. It's not going to happen. Now, here's the thing. Now you can kind of see why it's important for SSL certificates, but it's also important in terms of actually making sales. Because as I've just suggested, I've just told the entire consumer and buyer community not to buy from a website that is not secure. So if your website is not secure, guess what? You're not going to get as many buyers, right? And furthermore, we know that Google actually is not giving great ranking preference to websites that aren't secure. They're driving them down in the rankings because they feel that they have a duty to make sure that everybody who is selling online or appearing online for websites is in fact a legitimate business. So that's also why SSL certificates are hugely important. Okay? So if you have any more questions about that, please reach out to me at kacvarley.com. That's K-A-K, V as in Victor, A-R-L-E-Y. This kTip was sponsored by 411, a social media calendar that does the thinking for you. Think about it this way. You get a calendar, it tells you what to do, you do it, and it works. It provides a growth in your audience. It provides better engagement. That's important in the social media world. So anyways, check those guys out. Their website is FOUR1ONE.com. Thanks a bunch. Have a great day. We will see you soon.